Hey guys, and welcome to today's matchup. We got Beelzemon versus Gallantmon. A lot of you guys have been asking for gameplay of this Beelzemon decklist that I made. So here you go, guys. Here we go. I did start off with playing a Digimon trashing 2. Now he's going to play a Gurimon. And let's see what he does here. He does Digivolve into that Agumon. Plays a Guilmon, that Searcher. He gets a Growlmon, War Growlmon. And he does get 2 targets there. He does get that Growlmon, and now still at 0. I'm expecting here a Digivolution, and there we go. We go into that Growlmon for 2, passing it on to my turn, leaving me at 2. So again, this whole deck is about trashing as quickly as you can, because the more you trash, the more effects pop. So I am playing that Missed Memory Boost, and those 2 cards I would rather have in my hand, or the security not get trashed from my deck. Here he swings with Guilmon into a Black War Growlmon, and he Digivolves into Rise Greymon, leaving me at 2, passing over. And now here I do Digivolve into a Digimon for 2, go to 0. I love this Digimon just because it has Retaliation. But here I play that Missed Memory Boost, and I'm going to go into the Black War Growlmon for 3, leaving him at 1. Kind of wanted to go with the Memory Choke here. However, it doesn't really matter here because he is going to use Rise Greymon's effect, Digiburst 2, and he is able to play a Tamer from his hand for free. He does play a Takatomon, and now he does Digivolve into that Gallantmon, and plays out perfectly because now he's going to have Blitz. He does swing, he doesn't pop anything. He's going to have Security Attack +1 for 14,000. He swings into Gallantmon and Beelzemon, surviving the turn, and now here we go. Move up, go at 2, and I Digivolve into the Digimon, and this is why I played the Digimon, guys. Retaliation, and it just... Now I dealt with Gallantmon without having to go into Omega and swing over it, but I'm going to go into Omega anyway. We go into Beelzemon, trash 2 from Beelzemon's effect. Trash of Beelzemon here, so now Beelzemon's effect does trigger, and I am going to play a Impmon from my trash, and I am playing BT6 Impmon. On play, you can trash 1 and return a Demon Lord or 3 Musketeers. I'm sorry. I choose to not use his effect, so my turn is just simply over. He does Digivolve here into an Agumon, draws for turn, plays that Guilmon, and he gets the Searching going. So good Searcher there, but he gets no target, and that is very unfortunate for him. He does drop another Takatomon there, so now he has 2. And here we go, I do hatch into Pagumon, Digivolve into EX2 Impmon, and now here, using... I'm going to do Digivolve for 2 here, and I could use Beelzemon's effect here to pop, which I will. I do swing, trash 2, Blast Mode would pop him anyway from his effect. And now check this sweet combo out. 1 attacking and trash 2 from the Digimon, so there's 1. There's 2. And now using Black War Growlmon's effect, I can pop one of my Digimon to unsuspend it, and you guessed it. Now Dobermon's effect does pop. Trashing 3 from my trash, and now getting 1 Tamer or 1 purple Digimon from the trash. I do get that Tamer, and now Hitmon could have activated there, but I chose not to, just because I kind of don't want to lose in one swing too. And of course, I swing into a Gallantmon, just my luck. So just like that, my combo went to waste, kind of. Digivolves into a Greymon for 2 here, still at 1, goes into that War Growlmon for 3, leaving me at 3 since I do have a Memory Set Tamer here. And now here, I know next turn he's just going to go into a Gallantmon. Honestly, I should have left that Impmon down in the breeding area. I don't know why I moved it up, but here I just ended up playing another Impmon for 3, and I do Digivolve into a Dobermon, just because I know he's going to get deleted, and I'll be able to get a Digimon and or a Tamer. So I figured instead of passing, we'll just go ahead and leave him in 2 instead of 3. Now we go into Crimson Blaze for 4, since I have 2 Digimon on the field. Takato pop, giving him 2 memory. Putting him back at 0, I do trash for Dobermon from deletion. Death Slinger does activate, gaining 1 memory, therefore ending his turn. So that came in pretty clutch. Using Dobermon's effect, I do get Loimon, into my hand that purple hybrid that you just saw there, just in case, so I could digivolve on type of a hybrid in case I don't have any rookies. Here at Digimon Digimon, I played another Gallantmon, and I choose not to still use his effect here, and I do go into that Doberman again just in case he gets deleted. You can just keep recycling here, so you can see how that goes. So now that Crimson Blaze does go away. Hatch into a Digimon, it goes into Gallantmon here. He goes into Megidramon, pops my Doberman, gaining 2 memory from Takato for deleting a Digimon, putting him at 1. Trash cards, Death Slinger, so it wouldn't matter because I do have memory set tamer, and he swings security +1. But here, let me finish my Doberman effect, and I am going to get that Warp Beelzemon into my hand. So +2 goes into Beelzemon, Death Slinger, and Death Slinger came in clutch here because it does delete that Megidramon since I have more than 20 cards in my trash. However, now he can play a Takato from his hand and a Gallantmon from his trash. He does play that Gallantmon, Searcher, gets that Gallantmon, and now at least it is my turn. But here it's going to be game no matter what I do because he does have that Gallantmon in the back, and I do not have a blocker. So there we go, guys. That was match 1. So here we go, guys, match 2, and I forgot to hit record. I'm sorry. So now it is my turn, though. He just ended up at a Growlmon. I do hatch into a Pagumon BT2 and Digivolve into that BT6 Itmon. Drawing for Digivolution, and now dropping that EX2 Itmon, revealing 4. I do get both targets there, so I got pretty lucky there. Got both of those into my hand, and now leaving him at 1. So again, really the strategy going in here is memory choking until I can go into blast mode, being able to kind of OTK, kind of, not really, and kind of just trying to win in 1 or 2 swings here. So I do just drop my purple tamer here. He uses Rice Greymon's effect, and now let's see which tamer he drops. He does drop a Tai. So here, this is why I kind of don't like the Rice Greymon with Tai, because now Tai's effect isn't really going to work. You're not going to have 4 sources underneath, but I mean, it's still a memory tamer, so I guess. He does drop that Takatomon. Now I Digivolve into a Digimon Retaliation. I do swing with that Impmon and suspend my tamer to trash 1. Crimson Blaze does pop here. Reason I swing with the Impmon was because he was going to get deleted next turn anyway when he Digivolved into a Gallantmon. So to end my turn, I just Digivolve into a Skull Satamon, and now it's past turn. Crimson Blaze is still active since it will be there until the end of my following turn. He Digivolves into that Gallantmon, goes into that starter deck 1 Greymon, arguably one of the best red champions ever, just because of that blanket security attack +1. Drops that Gallantmon, gets that Takatomon, and now he leaves it off at my turn. So now I am at 3. We draw for my turn here. I do move up into my Skull Satamon here. Digivolve into that Beelzemon for 0. Trigger his effect. Now I'm going to trash 2. And now look at that. Beautiful. Beelzemon trashed from my deck. However, it does not pop off because Crimson Blaze is out on the field. I can't play Digimon from effects. Since I did trash, I gained 1 memory from Skull Satamon. And let's see what I can do here. That was kind of a bummer, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and swing. Tap my tamer. Trash 2 more from Beelzemon. Now that Impmon triggers, and I can trash 3 more since it was trashed from my deck. So now we got 1, 2, 3. Now we got to trash 1 more from the tamer. There we go. So you can see how this trash can really build up here. I do Digivolve into that Beelzemon, blast mode, delete that Rise, and now I am going to trash here for attacking from the Beelzemon. So now I'm trashing 2. So now we got a Death Slinger, gain 1 memory, so I go back to 2. That was the second one, and then I trash from Pagumon, go into that Impmon. I'll use his effect, and I'm trashing 3 more, so look at that. Look at that, guys. So now I got security attack +1, which as you saw, 1 was hero, the other one is Tai. Here, Beelzemon did cost me 3, so did end my turn there. I just simply forgot to move the memory gauge. And now that Crimson Blaze is gone, he digivolves into a Nagunimon here. And now he digivolves into War Growlmon, passing turn, leaving me at 3 since I do have that memory set tamer. So here we go. This is pretty good here, so long as I don't hit a Gaia Force or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and swing again. Trash 2 from the Digimon. We got 1, we got 2, 1 from Pagumon. Beelzemon kicks off, and you guessed it. Now we get an Impmon back from the trash to the play, and it is a EX2 Impmon. I gain a memory from Trashy from Skull Satamon. Now I'm gonna play out Impmon's effect, reveal 4, and then my only target is the tamer there. And still my turn, and I am checking for his remaining 2, which is a Gallantmon and an Agumon. So just like that, now he's down at 0. I drop an Impmon here, so I'm kind of trying to go whiteboard just in case he gets rid of Blast Mode here. I do discard 1 for his effect and get that Beelzemon that you can warp into. Here I'm counting how many I have. That's 10. So we got 17 in total. And I'm going to digivolve into that BT2 Impmon down there, draw. And I am going to warp just so I can get rid of that Aguni. Either way, he was going to end up at 3. Less bodies that he has, the better in my case, so he won't be able to kind of OTK me in 1 turn. And now here he does go into Gallantmon for 3. And see, this is why I like the Omnimon better. Because you can swing with the Gallantmon, then you can go into Omni and swing again. However, in this case, Crimson is better, especially if I have a lot in my trash. So he does go into Crimson, pops the Blast Mode, and now I have plus 20 in my trash. So he does trash 3 from Crimson's effect. And then he has Security Attack plus 1 plus 2 from Tai and that Greymon, which does get rid of all of my security. The downside is he can't close the game out because his turn is over. And there you go, guys. That was match 2. Alright, and here we go. Who's gonna take it? Beelzemon or Gallantmon? I do take it off first here. I do drop that Impmon to end my turn, revealing 4, and I do get 1 target. Get that Beelzemon into my hand. Passing turn, he does hatch into that Digimon there, digivolves into Guilmon, draws, and now he goes into that Growlmon for 2, leaving him at 1. Got the draw there again, and he plays a hero, leaving himself at 3, which is perfect. Memory set tamer, and it's just a tamer. So we go into a Doberman here for 2, and we drop a missed memory boost for 3. Since he's gonna end up at 3 anyway, I trash 2 and I do draw 1. So I kind of wanted to start my trashing as quickly as I can. Kind of always do. Go ahead and digivolve into that Rise Greymon. He digivolves into that Rise Greymon, not me. And now he digibursts and plays another tamer. He does bring out that Takatomon. And now he is able to digivolve if he wants to, but he can't, or he doesn't. Assuming because he doesn't have a Gallantmon. Playing that Guilmon, now he has a Gallantmon and another Takatomon. Ending his turn, leaving me at 3. And now I'm like, okay, he's kind of setting up here. Let me go ahead and set up and digivolve. Go to Skull Satamon for 3, and then I drop a Devimon to trash more. Jack Raid and a Tamer. That's not good. Jack Raid would have been really, really nice in my hand. Especially late game, Jack Raid is amazing. He does drop another Takatomon there for 3. Digivolves into Gallantmon. He is able to pop both of my Digimon here from Rise Greymon and Gallantmon. Spent hero to give him that extra 2000. So he is at 13. Suspends both Takatos, goes back to 0, gaining memory. He swings Impmon and he gets that Blast Mode. And he gets deleted since he was only at 14,000 DP. And oh my god, that was beautiful. He digivolves into Growlmon and passes turn. Now I move up. I'm like, okay, I need to get rid of that Growlmon because yeah, this is dangerous. Digivolve to Beelzemon, puts him at 1 for now. Trash 2, and now since I have 10, I can delete level 4 or lower. So I do pop that Growlmon. Skull Sadamon, if I trash, now I get 1 memory, now putting me back at my turn at 0. I play Miss Memory Boost, go to 2, and then I do play that Tamer to leave him at 3 instead of 4. Getting ready to play that Blast Mode on the next turn, assuming he doesn't get rid of my Beelzemon. He does Digivolve and drops that Gallantmon for 3. Searches. He does get a few targets there. He gets a Takatomon and Growlmon. So both of those go to his hand. Digivolves to Growlmon for 2. And now here, this was a misplay on his end. He was not able to swing because he just played that Gallantmon, so that whole summoning sickness. And either way, he would have gotten popped by Beelzemon right now when I do attack. So I didn't catch that till afterwards. I'm doing all this editing, and that is what's beautiful about watching your matches. You get to see a lot of stuff that you don't really catch in the moment. Moving on, here we go. I do swing with that Beelzemon. Tap my Tamer. Trash 2 from Beelzemon first. Gain a memory from trashing, go to 1. Pagumon, trash 1, get that Beelzemon. And then trash from that Tamer. And here I'm going to pay 3 to go into Blast Mode for 3. I draw for Digivolution, and now let's count how many I have to see how many I can check. And here we go. We got 10 there. So it's going to be Security Attack plus 1, so we're checking 2 here. Gallantmon and Rise Greymon. My Blast Mode was at, I believe, 18,000 because of Impmon's Inherit. Passing turn, and of course there it is. Now I'm like, oh, okay. So a really good combo there with that Gaia Force and the Takatomons. Ultimately just costing 6, leaving me at 3. So I unsuspend, I'm like, okay, well, we gotta do this. We're close, but I'm about to, he can easily beat me. So I do trash with that Immon swing, go into that BT2 Gallantmon. And that Gallantmon would have been really nasty if he had it. Play that boost, and look at that, Beelzemon triggers, and so does that Slinger, but it doesn't matter because he has a memory set Tamer. So now here I do play another Impmon from my trash from Beelzemon's effect. Bam, here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and do his on-play reveal 4 and see if we get any targets. We do get that Beelzemon into my hand. Really, really nice. And now he is left at 3. Now let's see what he will do. He moves up that Gallantmon, and now he does Digivolve into Growlmon for 2, go to 1, draw. And now he can Digivolve and still swing with Blitz in this case, which he does Digivolve into that War Growlmon for 3, leaving him at 2, me at 2. He swings with that War Growlmon. He does pop both of them. Maybe it should have been 1, but he does pop my Digimon there. Then he just does swing for 10k using Hero. Tamer does get popped, so now I got 2 Tamers, which is pretty nice. Plays a Beelzemon and passes turn, so if I do not win this in this turn, then it's all over. So let's see. I play my Miss Memory Boost, go to 5, and bam. Now I can warp into that Beelzemon for 4. I'm gonna go to 1. I'm gonna pop that Beelzemon, so I can Digivolve level 4 lower. And since I do have a Blast Mode and trash, I'm gonna go ahead and play Jack Raid. I do have 20 plus cards, so it gives me up to 3, which is perfect. So now I'm gonna swing, tap 2 to trash 2, and now here I should have trashed 1 from Pagumon since I was attacking. And then I just Digivolved into that Blast Mode. I didn't activate that Immon's effect. Pop that War Growlmon. And there we go. We get that Burst Mode out for Security Attack plus 2. Wipes the rest of his security. And now, since I can't close, I'm just going to drop another body on the board. And just like that, we took it. So, this goes to Beelzemon. I'll see you guys on the next one.